Welcome to Ohio.
Lordstown.
Rain.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
You know what, Greg? We had a good summer, though.
Yeah.
You know, it just the past two shows, we did the Oldsmobile show, was kind of a walk. It was basically the same type of day, you know. But besides that, it was great for everything this summer.
But even with the Oldsmobile show, it seemed to just hold off because we've gotten some cars in here, you know, and they're still rolling in. So, you know, we're excited to be at the Hollywood Nights.
Second annual
Hollywood Nights car
over
show.
At the UAW Hall in Lordstown.
And who are they benefiting, Rick?
Angels for Animals.
There you go. We love
got all kind of, my girlfriend would love this because there's so many dogs
So would my
walking
wife.
around. Yeah, there's so many dogs walking around here, and it's really cool. Well, what do you think? I think we should go in and check it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's go in and check this place out. Come on. Our first victim of the day. With me, I have Sean Pyros, the president of the Hollywood Nights of Youngstown, Ohio. How's it going?
Good. How you doing today?
Second annual.
Yes, so far. Everybody's pressing us for a third already.
Yeah.
So it's quite the undertaking to put on a show like this.
That's a lot of work, and it depends on the weather too. And this is a very bad day today.
Absolutely. I had phone calls all week. Hey, you still having a show? The weather's looking horrible. But we live in Ohio. What are you gonna do?
Rain or shine.
Rain or shine. And if you look behind me, there's a shadow. We got some sunshine going on right now.
For now.
A
lot of guys didn't bring their cars because it was crummy this morning. And
right on. Even if you don't want to bring out the hot rod, we do have over 80 plus items in the Chinese auction. And everything, all the proceeds go to Angels for Animals.
I see a lot of those pretty dogs walking around here.
Absolutely. Go ahead, feel free to pet any one of them. Yeah, they are friendly.
How'd you get hooked up with Angels for Animals?
We did take a vote at one of our meetings. We kind of listed a whole bunch of charitable organizations, and it just came down to our members are so pet oriented.
Especially Polly.
He's got
what, about 17 animals?
That's no joke. That's no joke. It just kind of fell right into place. Yep.
Sounds good. So when can we expect this next year so we can get ready for it?
We try to hold it late in the season, try to get away from the heat. The problem with that is you start dealing with the weather.
Is it always the fourth Saturday of the month?
Yeah, it's going to be last Saturday.
Last Saturday.
Yep.
September.
Yep. So next year, possibly doing the same time, same location. We hope.
Where are we at here? We're in the UAW Hall
Yeah, UAW Local 1112 Union Hall
in Lordstown.
in Lordstown, Ohio.
If I put it in my GPS, it doesn't come up. It comes up North Jackson, I think. Doesn't? What's the address? North Jackson?
I think it is North Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, if you type in 1112 Union Hall,
Okay.
it'll get you here to where we're at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all you need then.
Yep.
Okay.
Ruther Drive.
Because it's back off the road a little bit.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We do have signs everywhere pointing.
Yeah, that was
saying,
good. That was-
Hey, there's a car show this way.
Yeah.
So
You guys are well prepared.
that was one of the biggest things we got compliments last year on how well run and how well prepared we were. Like you look at the Chinese auction, everything's tagged, labeled,
Yeah,
everything's, oh yeah. So we have people actually running. If you look out there, you see Paulie and Jimmy Sherrill. That's part of our parking crew. So we have people doing parking also. So, and we do have cars here.
You know, it's really nice here too. You got the grass and everything, and
Yes.
you've got the pavilion here
Absolutely.
in case it rains.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things. This pavilion sold us on the location. We have quite a few UAW, ex-UAW, retired UAW members.
You're right here in the heart of it, yeah.
Yeah.
How far is the old GM plant from here? Not far.
The old GM plant is right directly across the turnpike. Yep.
Not far at all.
Not far at all. Yep.
All right, Sean. Hey, thanks for being on our podcast the other day. We had Sean on our podcast. Look for it on YouTube and
Absolutely.
Buzzsprout and Facebook. And
Sure thing.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah, come on down. Enjoy the fun. We have some food vendors out here. We got a DJ spinning some tunes. Come on out and join us.
Hey, I thought we'd see that Camaro you've been working on for a couple of years.
Yeah, you know. Next year. Out next year.
Thanks, Sean.
All right. Thank you.
With me, I have Mike Hogue here from Newton Falls.
Newton Falls.
How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Glad I made it here.
Yeah, kind of crummy weather today, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of crummy. What do we got here? What?
Well, it's a 69 panel delivery. I got this in 74. And, well, I've used it for years. You know, not only do I go car shows, I still can use it, like when I did some roofing jobs for my son. And after the tornado, I use it to haul shingles.
Right through Newton Falls there, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And I use the haul shingles and everything in it.
Yeah. So we got 327 under the hood there, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice mild engine.
Yeah, I kept it stock.
So this is a C10 69 Chevy truck. What do you call it? Truck or
Panel delivery.
Panel
It's
delivery.
a truck. Yeah, yes, it's a truck.
I looked at it, I was surprised. I thought I was going to see Suburban on here or something, you know?
In 69, they only made 5,280 of these, and there's not too many left. That are left. It's probably rare, I guess. Yeah.
So what's the difference between this and a Suburban?
Just that you don't have no glass on the side.
So that would be the big difference then.
Yeah. But it's the same length. When I order parts for it, that's what I order, just from a Suburban.
Right.
You know, like the fenders or something like this, but, you know, obviously.
This body style, you know how long they made this body style for?
It was from 68 to 72, I think.
Okay.
It was basically the same body style.
A lot of times back then they did them for a long time,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Nowadays,
Yeah,
it's
the
like,
parts are interchanged. Like the marker lights are, that's a 72. And the bumper's probably off of 70 or something, because they didn't have chrome bumpers in 79. They were all white.
It looks good though. You got it looking good there. And who's your passenger there?
Oh, that's my bodyguard.
Your bodyguard. What's her name? Her name. Huh?
I just, I can't repeat that here.
Sounds good, man. Hey, thanks for sharing your car. What a beauty. We've seen you around all the car shows, and it's the first time we got you. Yeah.
back when I got out of service, I actually drove just down to Fort Knox, and
You could haul money with it.
yeah, at that time I took my girlfriend with me.
Oh, that's who that is back there. She didn't survive.
Yeah, she got old.
Yeah, Fort Knox, you could put a lot of that gold in there. Right?
Yeah, well, I spent 2 years down there, and then 2 years of trying to figure out how to get some of that gold, but.
I have Kevin Hamner from Austintown with his 2 little kids here. You're a papa today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like papa?
Yeah.
And what do we have? We got a 76 Vega. It used to be a Cosworth.
Correct. Used to be a Cosworth. It is now LS swap, turbo, 4.8 liter, 4 LADE, Chrysler 8 3/4, Holley Terminator X, E85, street car. Runs 1170s at 122 mile an hour on $68 Pep Boy tires. So.
How do you wedge that thing in there? That thing's in there, isn't it?
Yeah. I just kept working on it and made it fit. Yep.
Yeah, you don't have much room in there now, do you?
Not much at all.
How long have you had that in there?
This is coming up on the 2nd year I've had the LS in it.
You pulling good times with it?
1170s. It's not turned up, but it's good enough for now.
So this is the 76 Vega. How many years do they make these Vegas? Was it?
From 71 to 77.
Okay, so 6 years, 7 years. Yeah, okay. Didn't they make a one right from the factory, a race model one? No,
they never made a V8 Vega.
Okay.
They experimented with a couple, but never made one. They actually put a aluminum small block in the Vega as an experiment.
Right. I don't think those worked out too well.
Nope.
You know what? My late wife, when I first started dating her, she had one of those, and there was so much troubles with those things.
Now the Monzas, which is an H-body platform, came with 305s in them.
Yeah.
And then actually the Californian cars came with 350s in them.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So.
76 Vega. What color is this, baby?
It's gold. I don't know what colors. It's as close to the factory colors we could get it. Yep. Paint job's 17, 18 years old on it.
You're having fun with it, right?
Oh,
That's the main thing. You
Built it
take
to
it.
drive it.
You take it everywhere. That's
Yep.
good.
Race it, drive it, car shows, go get ice cream.
You got it. Get there fast. Hey man, thanks
Okay.
for showing us your car. This car show today, the money goes to the Angels for Animals. And with me I have Diane Less, the co-founder, right?
Yes.
And where are you out of, Diane?
I live in Greenford, and it's not too far from the shelter. Angels for Animals is south of Canfield, Ohio, 5 miles. We're really easy to find, but we are out in the country.
Every time there's a fair, you guys have the big building there, right?
We have our own building at the Canfield Fair. We are a big attraction. We have that building, then we also have a booth down in the medical area because our new facility that we just finished 2 years ago, the Angel Wing, is a full-service vet clinic. And we do not only like your regular vet visits and vaccinations and all that good stuff and sell the flea control and all the heartworm medications. We also do surgery, any kind of soft tissue surgery. And then we also have a huge spay-neuter facility there. We spay and neuter 50 animals average a day. And of course, that's all about reducing population, which lets us find homes for the animals that, you know, they don't get left out of that adoption idea.
If I wanted to get that done, how would I go about doing it? How would I get in touch with you guys?
Well, we're really easy to get a hold of. You can go online and make appointments. You can also call us at 330-549-1111. So
That's a simple number, yeah.
Remember, and then just follow the prompts to the vet clinic or the spay-neuter.
Vet clinics where again?
Everything is at the same location, 5 miles south of Canfield.
Okay.
And we're right at the intersections of State Route 46 and 165. We're just west of that intersection.
What if I wanted to adopt a dog?
Well, that also has its process. It starts out online. You go online, you fill out a pre-adoption questionnaire, and then they will make you an appointment to come out. And the reason we have the appointments is so they can take a lot of time with you. Adopting a pet,
You just don't give them to them.
no, it's not even that. It's a lifelong commitment. And we want to make sure the animal that you take home with you can live with you for its lifetime. That's our goal, a permanent loving home.
Some people don't realize how much work there is in having a dog.
They are a lot of work, especially dogs. They have to be on a schedule. They're extremely needy of affection. If you want a pet that's...
The older they get, the more affection they need. I have a 12-year-old English Springer Spaniel, and I'll tell you, she's at my feet every second. I move from here to there, she's there.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Sleeps that side of my bed and all that.
Exactly. And if you want a pet that's a lower level of participation, cats, you know, are much easier to take care of.
Do you have any cats?
Oh, we have about 900 cats in our system right now.
What do you do with them all?
Cats are our biggest problem. We can house 200 in the shelter, 200 in the Angel Wing holding, and the rest are all in private foster homes. And we generally need, like, literally hundreds of foster homes to care for these animals.
Well, how do you feed all these animals?
Everything's by donation.
Everything's donation.
Everything at Angel.
Because that's not cheap. It's not cheap.
Oh, feeding is not cheap, and veterinarians and medical care and drugs are even more expensive. So the expenses are huge. And I tell people, my little joke is running an animal shelter is like running a giant money toilet. I mean, it seriously is. And we started the vet clinic. The Angel Wing is sort of my death plan. The idea is that the vet clinic, as it grows and creates more revenue, all that money goes to fund the shelter. So the hope is in the future, you know, there will be more revenue to save more animals.
Okay, so if I wanted to donate, how would I get in touch with you? Where can I find you? On the web and all that?
Exactly. angelsforanimals.org. You can call me directly. I answer my phone 24/7. And the reason I do, Rick, is because we do owner's pet euthanasia and cremation. So when people need those services, they got to get a hold of somebody. Angels for Animals does about 600 calls a day. So in order that those folks do not get lost in the shuffle, they can call me directly at 330-502-5352. And I'm also the fundraiser there. We are still lacking $650,000 to complete our $10 million facility. So we've got a line of credit for that.
You get a lot of state grants for that?
There is no government money.
Get out. Really?
No, this is all privately funded.
If I wanted to volunteer, how would I get in touch with you? Same
Again,
thing?
you can go online.
Okay.
You can volunteer right at Angels for Animals. Everybody comes to an orientation once a month. We line you up for that, and then we set you up. You can either work special events, like we've got volunteers here today with donation dogs. It's a huge part of our thing. I was telling you, those dogs raised $11,400 at the Canfield Fair.
Just walking them around, they put money in
Yep.
there. So if you see these dogs with a little pouch on them,
that all goes to fund the shelter, all of it.
put $1 or $2
That's
in there,
right.
or
That's
20
right.
or
Or more.
Yeah, or more.
We
right.
get some big bills in there. It's
Got
pretty
it.
nice. Yeah.
You got it. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for having us on.
Okay, you got it.
And thank you to the Hollywood Knights for putting this show on to benefit us, because we really need these donations, and these guys are awesome.
Watching Street Scene.
All the way from Youngstown, Ohio, Jeff Gilgore. Did I say that right?
Gilgore, close enough, yeah.
Gilgore, okay.
Gilgore, yeah.
Gilgore, okay. He brought his CTS-V today, 2013. This is kind of an unusual car because, you see them, but you don't see them, especially with the V in them.
Yeah, the wagon with the LSA, the aluminum motor, they only made, I believe, a little over 1,700 of them. And they got bought up pretty fast, and a lot of collectors kept them, and they're kind of hard to get now to get a decent one, yeah.
I heard you coming in this morning. I go, what the heck? You were on the other side of the trees.
Yeah, I was running a little late, so I had to let them know I was on my way, so I stopped and did a little burnout.
Yeah, he said, is there a drag strip over there or something?
Yeah.
This thing was roaring, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
So, is this built at all?
Basically, the motor stock. There's some bolt-on parts. We did a upper pulley, stainless works, full exhaust front to back. It's on E85 now. Lingenfelder heat exchanger. Different injectors and just little bolt-on stuff. The car didn't have much mileage on it, so we didn't want to open the motor yet. Just basically a stock LSA. It's all aluminum. We did a bigger throttle body, smaller upper pulley, full exhaust. It should be right around 700 to 750 right now. Rear power, rear horsepower.
When do they come stock? About how many horsepower?
They say they're rated at like 565.
Okay.
Which is really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Basically, you're getting a Corvette with a family car body on it. And I've always been a wagon guy, so I've looked and looked, and I looked for 2 years for one, and I finally found one. And
where'd you find this one at?
Believe it or not, we were just planning. A club member and I were going to go up to Michigan to pick up a black one. This one was at Don Sits in Cuyahoga Falls. Don's a big muscle car guy, and so I was actually third in line to get this car. There was
Wow.
Yeah, there was a guy I had to wait. There was a guy in Sarasota that was trying to trade a Jag in on it. And then there was a guy in Linwood, California that was trying to buy it, and he just couldn't pull it. And as soon as I got the call, we drove right up there.
Well, these things are high demand then, huh?
Yeah, they're still pretty sought after. I mean, there's actually one going through one of the major auctions, and it's got 8,700 miles on it.
Wow.
And it'll probably fetch 6 figures.
Wow.
Mine's nowhere near that, but it's
Is it a stock one or what?
that one was stock. Yeah, really
that's
nice.
good.
Yeah, I mean, once you start doing some stuff to it to get a little more performance out of them, I wouldn't say the value goes down, but you know, the collectors, they want them all stock.
Sure. I think you're better off later on. You know, you like to personalize it and do different things to it. But when push comes to shove later on in the years, a lot of guys say, "Is this stock?" And that's the way I'm getting anyway.
Right.
Before, when I was younger, I liked all the other stuff, but now I like the stock ones better.
Yeah. Well, it was maybe 10 years ago, we probably would have just taken this out and saved the motor and built a whole new motor, because the LS platform now is ridiculous. I mean, you could build a motor and get 1,000 easy out of them.
So these are holding their value really well then, huh?
Yeah, it's hard to find one right now for under 60 grand.
This brand new was probably what, about 60 grand?
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, they average between 50, and I think they went up to like maybe mid 70s. Depends on what you got. This one's pretty much loaded. It's got everything. It's got the Recaro racing seats.
All stock.
All stock. Navigation, camera in the back. It's got all the comforts. It's definitely a fun car. I have grandkids. I throw my grandson in there, and it's a fun car.
I had a 2013 CTS, not the wagon though, and it wasn't the V. Okay,
Right.
and mine was opulent blue.
Oh, the bright blue one.
Oh, yeah, it was
those
beautiful.
the wagons in blue are sought after
They're
too.
pretty. It was a pretty color.
Yeah.
But because I wanted to get the V, and then I started looking at the V, and I go, oh my God, I think I paid at the time $28,000 for it. It was like 2 years old.
Right.
And with the V, it was another $17,000.
Yep.
I don't know if I can push that.
Yeah, I've watched
And I kind of wish I would have, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did hindsight, but I don't think these cars were really that popular. I know a lot of older people like the station wagons, and they bought them, and they probably really didn't realize what they. I mean, I'm sure the salesman said, "Hey, they got some power," but I don't think a lot of them didn't get driven. That's why you see some of them now that have under 10,000 miles. You know.
So if you see one, go buy it, right?
Yeah, you can make sure it's in decent shape and clean Carfax, and
no one beat it up.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for showing us your car. This is very impressive. I'd like to go for a ride with you one time. And
We could, if the street drives up, we can go do a couple pulls in it. So.
My bucket list, I've said it numerous times. I want to go so fast I pee myself, okay?
This one it could do it. It's not the fastest thing, but it's a heavy car. It's 45, 50 without me in it.
It is heavy, yeah.
And but it's seen some track time. It's seen a lot of street time. And
What are we talking time-wise?
the best time I had, there's a buddy of mine, Brian. He's a smaller guy. We shoved him in it one night, and he got the best time. It went 11:17, 123 mile an hour, Quaker City.
Is that quarter mile?
Yeah. I was like 11:23, I think, was the best I could do. And so we had put a little small driver in there, get a little faster time.
Out on the highway, how fast you had it?
This thing, when I was building my wife's Mustang, she has a Fox body Mustang, and when I was building it and back and forth to Summit, multiple trips a day, we did a lot of 70 to 170 pulls on Mexico 76.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So
You were up
it's
there.
got more. Yeah, it's got a little more in after 170. Actually, it shocked me. I really didn't realize it. I was too busy focused on the median to see if there was any stadies there, and you look down and you're at $170, and it's like the car. It just seems like it's not even working. It's
a lot of pedal left there.
Yeah. Fun car.
Jeff, thank you very much. I think I would have peed myself at 170. With me, I have Steve Crowell from Cleveland area.
Cleveland, Ohio, yes.
Where at? Right in Cleveland?
Well, Garfield Heights, which is a
Garfield
suburb of Cleveland.
And you drove in today in all that rain, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And how'd your engine hold up with all that rain coming in?
Good. She stayed at 120 degrees the whole time. Ran fine.
You weren't worried about water getting in because it was raining when you got here.
Oh, I worry a little bit, but it really didn't. It was just mainly mist.
So what do you got under, let's say not under the hood, but what do you got in the engine back there? No hood.
Yeah, no hood. It's a 53 Mercury. Last for the flatheads.
What you do to her?
It's bored and stroked and headers, a dual point distributor, dual carburetors, usual on the flatheads anyway.
How's it run for you? Pretty good?
Oh yeah, real good. I've driven it to Louisville, Kentucky and back in 2019.
Wow.
Yeah. So doing 70, 75 miles an hour.
How's she handle for you?
Good. Until I had a blowout on the front tire. That wasn't fun.
No spare.
I had no spare.
Like
So
my car.
that was an adventure. But no, it ran great. 90-something degree heat the whole weekend, and it just ran great.
So you're talking, this is a 32 Ford Coupe. Highboy, they call it, because why is it a highboy? Tell people, we got some new listeners and everything, and just tell them why it's a highboy.
Well, highboy means usually the body is still on top of the frame. If it's a channeled car, it's usually dropped over the frame.
Over the frame, right. So you could, it's easy to tell. It's easy
and of course, and highboy is literally a higher car than a channeled car sits lower, and that's the whole idea behind a channeled car.
So what do you got for the rear end in this thing?
I have an early Hildebrand quick change. And I run basically a stock gear so I can drive it on the highway. But I have options if I ever wanted to be a little adventurous with it.
So this is a glass car, right?
The body is glass. It does have an original 32 Ford frame. All the equipment on it is original. I try to use as much original equipment on it. 40 Ford brakes, 40 Ford steering column, 36 Ford rear end, 39 Ford transmission. But the body, it needed to be a 3-window coupe, and there's only so many out there.
Yeah, they're nice. I like the 3-window coupes. When you come in, I said, wow, look at that baby. She's sharp. How long did it take you to build it?
7 years.
7 years? How long ago was that?
7 years ago. So pretty much 14 years ago.
Yeah. That sounds good. Sounds good, Steve. You got a beauty here. Hopefully you can make it back home with not raining, huh?
Yeah, well, we took the chance. It's worth it. Yeah. It's worth it. You got to get out. We're running out of summer. We got to enjoy the weather while we can.
Not many more shows left. With me, I have Kevin Fleischer from Champion, Ohio. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. You made it in on this rainy day, huh?
I did. Well, right now we got some decent weather, so.
For now, let's hope.
Yeah, I hope it lasts.
The sun was just out a couple minutes ago. Now it's gone.
Yeah.
So, hey, we're standing in front of a 1949 Buick Super.
Yes.
Dynaflow.
Yes.
Which the Dynaflow is what?
Automatic transmission.
Okay.
Yep.
This is a beast.
Oh, it's a big boat for sure.
Yeah. How's it ride for you?
It just floats. Just floats.
I just love this style. This is such a cool style, you know.
You just don't see these anymore.
Not at all. I remember I seen a lot of these customized, like the old Caddies and stuff like that. They got it's basically the same style, right?
They do. Same style, yep.
Chevy do something like this too?
They did. I think it was the style line.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay, that's what it was called,
Yep.
the style line. And how many years did they do this this style?
I don't know.
Oh, you got to be more up on your.
I should be more.
Get it up on the internet. And that's the way I am. When I buy a car, I look up every spec on it and just, then I sell it.
Oh, this is going to stay in the family, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How long ago did you purchase this or did you acquire this?
This was my dad's, and I think he got it around 86 or 87. So, and he passed in 2016, so.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep.
Then you acquired it.
I acquired it.
Was it just his driver?
It was one of his drivers, yep, yep.
Looked like a fun car. What did he ever tell you why he bought this? For any special reason?
He was just into the body style. Yeah. He
That's
just
a
liked the
beauty.
body style.
You pulled in, I go, look at this body style. I just love it. It's built like a tank, too.
Oh, it
you know?
is. It is.
This is right after World War II, and my God, they
Yeah.
built everything. What do we got under the hood here?
This is a straight 8.
Uh-huh.
Buick Fireball.
Buick Fireball.
Yep.
Straight 8.
Straight 8.
I was looking at this, and I thought they put these in Corvettes, but I think what you said, the 6-cylinder.
6-cylinder.
That was the Fireball, too, right?
Yep.
In the trucks, too, I think they put
I think so, yep.
Yeah, that's a good size engine there. How many horsepower are you pushing?
110 horse.
A lot of torque.
It's got a lot of torque.
It didn't have much horsepower. You'd think you'd get a lot more out of something like this. Back then they didn't. This looks good. What's a good cruising speed for you?
Oh, I can get up to 55, 60. I don't like to push it too much more. Just get her down the road. That's all I care about.
You got cruise control in this? Power windows, air conditioning?
None of that. None of
How
that.
about power steering?
No power steering.
Nothing. This is pretty much bare bones.
Oh, yeah.
But you got a radio though, right?
It does have a radio.
This is the cool factor.
Thank
How far are you from here, from Champion?
Maybe 10 miles.
Okay, so you're right around the corner
close.
then. Annual car show for the Hollywood Nights here at Lordstown, Ohio.
We made it. We didn't get one. Well, yeah, we got a couple drops.
It's starting to rain now.
It's
starting to rain again.
Thank you to the Hollywood Nights for inviting us out
Yes.
here. Thank you to everyone that stopped out here despite the rain. Thank you to Angels for Animals, because that's a great organization to support.
Yes, it is. And they got quite a few cars here. We got a nice show out of it.
Yeah.
And they were expecting probably a whole lot more than this.
Yeah, well, you know what? It is the end of the season. We're wrapping up.
Yeah.
We still have one show left coming up. And
Oh, yeah, the Rust Belt Revival.
And I got to talk to you about one after that. So I didn't even let you know about that one. So
I like
and
that.
It just
I
came
like
up,
it.
it's with our friend Vinny
like that.
Barbone. So,
Oh, Vinny?
yeah.
Oh, man, you're kidding.
Nope. So, and no, it's not what you're thinking.
Okay.
But we'll let you know about that as well. But thank you to everyone for showing up, and thank you for supporting Street Scene, and keep watching us, because,
Where are we at? Where can they find us at?
you can find us at the Armstrong Neighborhood channel on YouTube. We do have a Facebook site, so Armstrong Street Scene. Look it up on Facebook. We update it quite frequently, so keep that out and then watch it for on the Armstrong Neighborhood channel on Armstrong Channel 100. So keep looking for that. And
what else we do? Don't we do something else every other week? Every other week? Podcasts. We do podcasts every other week with Larry Ward. What's it called? Street Scene Power Hour.
Yep, we do that. Look for that on Buzzsprout, iHeart, Pandora, any of your streaming medias. Look up Armstrong Street Scene Power Hour. We have a ton of guests coming on nationally, all over the country.
What if they want to be a guest?
Well, keep dreaming.
I want to be a guest.
If you got something interesting, armstrongstreetscene@gmail.com. You can contact us that way. So
we're always looking for guests.
Yeah, we're looking for collections, guests, really anything like that.
On our podcast, we do one every other, usually Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then we're always looking for guests for that.
Yeah, collections, anything like that. So
you can do the podcast out of your living room, out of your bathroom.
You don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah,
Not out of your bathroom. Of course, he'd say that. Next time you're going to be sitting on the John doing a podcast.
I'll be sitting down Penguin Beer doing it.
Yeah, there you go. For Rick Carrera, I'm Greg Roten.
Hey, we'll see you down the road.